So we do have right here, as you guys know, the Dominion of the Beast. Alright, so this is out. And a lot of you guys might be asking, Hyrule, which one do I choose? Okay, there's a couple different answers. First of all, if you have Burning Spice and you don't have Mystic Flower, get Mystic Flower. If you have Mystic Flower, you don't have Burning Spice, get Burning Spice. You don't have both of them, I would recommend Burning Spice. Just because most likely, if you don't have either one of these guys, then that means that you're probably a newer player. Alright, so I would recommend you to choose Burning Spice because Burning Spice can work as your tank and a DPS in literally almost all of the PvE section. Cookie Alliance, World Exploration, Beasties episodes. You can use him in the Cake Tower, you know, all of that stuff. So I would definitely recommend you to choose Burning Spice if you had to choose. Alright, and then if you have both of them at the same promotion, then if you really want to, then go and choose whichever one you feel like you want to choose. Or what you can do is you can just save it. That is possible too. But as of right now, because I do have less of my Burning Spice, as you can see, I would just choose Burning Spice for you guys just to show you guys, right, what we have going on. Okay, so let's look at over here. You actually do get a decent amount of stuff, so it's not bad to actually do this. But let's do the quest, because I know some people are gonna be like, especially new people, right? Where do we do this? So there is the hire a cookie from the weekly popular. Okay, so it's very simple. You just go to any of the world exploration. If you want to do it really fast, then just go to any of the like story mode, and then you go to like the beginning, and then you go to the edit. I am covering it, but you can see right here this hire cookie button. Okay, make sure to hire from the weekly popular. Okay, weekly popular. Eternal Sugar is a very, very easy one to do, right? I am going to test it out right now. If you can go and skip it. I don't think you can skip it. All right, let's double check. You can't skip it. So you actually have to play it. Okay, so you hire. All right, and then we'll just put in, you know what? I want to put in the 2 new cookies. So we'll just put in Manju and Jage, and then you just go and play it. You play it 3 different times. All right, you have to play it 3 different times. Okay, you can't skip it. All right, and then boom, that's 1. Okay, and then we get out. Go to the Dominion of the Beast. Click on that. All right, we got clear 10 trial ground battles. You just got some tickets, right? So I think we can go to the trial grounds. I already did them, so like we can't do it right now. Okay, but I have some tickets, so I'm gonna go and see right here. We'll do 10 refills and see if we do the time jumper, if that counts. And it does look like the time jumper does count. All right, equip 3 cookies with a topping tart. Obviously, this is super easy. All right, and then equip 5 cookies with the biscuit. That's also super, super duper easy. All right, and then if you do that, then you guys get this profile thingy here. All right, and met with the, we got the profile and a profile. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So you guys can equip that if you guys would like to, and then you get rewarded with the package too. But you guys can go and change that if you would like. Right, so we got the background, right, and then I believe the badge. I am gonna keep my pure vanilla, but those are gonna be it. Again, that's how you guys do the part 1. For those of you guys asking, there is gonna be a part 2 and there is gonna be a part 3. All right, I believe that we probably will be getting part 2, and that's gonna include most likely Eternal Sugar and Shadow Milk. And then I think part 3 will just add everybody together. It's most likely how it's gonna go. Silent Salt being added into it is probably not going to be it because Silent Salt is coming out end of this year. All right, most likely we'll get part 2. I don't know when, but that's going to most likely include Eternal Sugar and Shadow Milk. But again, I would recommend if you don't have either one of them, Burning Spice is the first choice. If you don't have one or the other, then choose the one that you don't have. Okay? And the reason why for you guys, and just know, getting a Beast Cookie is really, really, really hard in this game. Alright? The only real way to get it is like the mine. Alright? You do the mine and you get the, agar cubes. Or you do like the Monster Menace sometimes. And then, you get your chest right over here for these soul stones. Okay? Or you do the Gacha of Fate. Or you do Gacha. Those are like the only real ways to get the soul stones as of right now compared to the Awakens. So I don't recommend to go and, level up or promote either one of them to like max super quickly. I would just say evenly promote them, except maybe for Eternal Sugar and Shadow Milk, because these two are just OP. Okay, but I would recommend you guys to do that. For you guys who are asking what should I use for the toppings, Eternal Sugar, Mystic Flower is most of the time the generic build is full on Swift Chocolate. 44.45% or 44.5% is for the 2-second start of Mystic Flower's cooldown. Right now I don't use Mystic Flower. That's why I took out all of the toppings right now, because I was putting it on to somebody else. And then for Burning Spice is pretty simple. All raspberry is what you want to go for. Damage resist and a bit of attack speed and cooldown helps out. Attack and crit does help out too, but very simply all serum raspberry. Again, Burning Spice right now is not used in the arena, except PvE still really, really good. Mystic Flower, however, is used in the arena with one particular build with Cream Ferret. That's the comp. And then, of course, Mystic Flower can be used inside of the PvE as well. But it just really depends on who you have. Pure Vanilla Awaken, in my opinion, still is going to be better. But, you need the Awaken form. While Mystic Flower doesn't need an Awaken form, right? So, that is kind of what you got. If you guys are looking to, go and choose either one of them, that's what I would recommend. And again, we are set to get part 2 and 3 because that's what the PD said. It's gonna follow exactly what we had with Might of the Ancient. So we had part 1, 2, as well as 3, right? Part 1 had 3 of them, part 2 had 2 of them, and then part 3 had all of them. So that's what we should be getting as well for the Beast. We just don't know when that's gonna happen. All right, so that is what I would recommend for you guys between the two of them in the Dominion of the Beast part 1.